Greetings, everyone. This is Dr. Evi. You have reached the Dr.Evi Show. It's been a minute. It's been a while since Halloween. Today is November 20th, and it is Friday. My name is Dr. Evi. I am the spiritual advisor to many across the globe. I hold a PhD in metaphysical philosophy. And if you've tuned in, this is lesson number 11, okay? So if you've seen my other shows, we're pretty kind of going advanced into the Dr. Evi Show, all right? So I'm hoping that what it is that you can connect with me will resonate with you. We are going to be reading from the Crystal Connection, the Guide to Planetary Ascension. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to my peeps and acknowledge some wonderful, wonderful followers. But Dr. Evi has to put on her glasses. As you notice, before I proceed, I am red. I don't usually wear red, but the theme of this show is miracles, the miracle in you, which was actually, it was inspired by a wonderful conversation I'd had with you, Leonardo, today. I love you, darling. So the miracle in me and the miracle in you. So we're going to get into the miracle factor and that what it is and how you manifest it and why everything and why you are where you are today has happened for a reason. Okay, today I've got this wonderful light going into the crystals here as we're going to be gazing into the crystals, okay? So back to the miracle factor. It is also this time of the year to be grateful and thankful, and amidst this COVID, our world has changed. Personally, I'm isolating. I've gotten invitations, but you know what? Dr. Evi is here. I'm here isolating. I'm planning a big trip. So just to make sure everything is going accordingly. So I want to thank you all for tuning into the Dr. Evi Show. My name is Dr. Evi, and I'm a spiritual advisor, many across the globe. As you can see, today's setting, you can see my lasers. And we're going to talk about the universe and why we're connected the way we are. And, of course, Dr. Evi has her crystals. Crystals are energy conductors. As you can see, the infractions within the crystals as we crystal gaze, which has a lot to do with the foundation and the theory of life and why we are where we are and the reasons. What are the reasons? Oh my God, we're going to get into all the reasons. Okay? And I've got my crystal wand, manifest that which you desire. And I see somebody that's on, so I'm going to acknowledge you. I've got to put on my glasses. And we've got Viper VIPERS 92272 joined. Thank you for joining the Dr. Evi Show. I want to give acknowledgments to Leonardo, my love. I love you, my darling. You're the one that inspired the miracle in me, sees the miracle in you. I want to also acknowledge MARINAC_Milano for joining. JBPERRAUDIN, photographer from France, and I'm always saying, home and all the beautiful castles, and welcome. Sartoria, SARTORI, and Milanos, UMISURA. Italian lessons with Flavia, Debbie Bly, London Wild, I love you, darling. Taryn Galo, wonderful conversation I had with you. I love you, darling. Dina Knox. I want to give a shout out to Kimmy, April Deli, Pearl, Dr. Deb, my light in me sees the light in you. Chef Jordan in Lilydale, New York. Damien Donnelly, 18 Spirits. I've got Stefan LaFaro, Tony Novo, Willie Wright, wonderful artist. And all of you others that I didn't mention, thank you for following me as well. So I've gotten into something so awesome. I had to share it with you. These are whole cloves. Oh my God. I have discovered, now okay, it's the holidays, so I bought these cloves, but the medicinal qualities of whole cloves there are 8 of them. They contain important nutrients. Just stick them in I'll just throw them in my coffee right there. They contain important nutrients. They're high in antioxidants. They help protect against cancer. They can kill bacteria. They improve liver health, and they regulate your blood sugar. They promote bone health, and they reduce stomach ulcers. Oh my God, are you kidding me? So I've been putting whole cloves. Besides, they smell so wonderful in everything. I'm putting it in tea. I'm putting it in my coffee. And I'm even cooking with it. My God. So, whole cloves. I'm going to post that on my wall. So, miracles. We are on lesson number 8. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. Trust in the divine grid. Okay? Because the miracle is within you. You are the miracle, and I am the miracle. We're going to be talking about DNA-like codes. And, I'm going to talk a little bit about time. Okay? The problem is you think you have time. Okay? The inner senses can perceive. And life miracles happens as. Now we're going to get in deep, okay? The inner senses can perceive other camouflage patterns. The cause and the effect theory is a result of your ideas of time. When you realize your time theory and you realize that your past, present, future are merely effects and distortions caused by your own perspective, only then and also will scientists realize that cause and effect is a passé and an antiquated theory. What does that mean? I'm going to give you a quick synopsis here. Time. Problem is you think you have time. We coexist simultaneously. Your past, present, and future coexist simultaneously. How does that happen? It's all based upon your concept of that how your body, your spirit, and your energy, and how it is that you perceive your reality. On that note, I'm going to read into just a quick little note here on the Seth book, which is by Jane Roberts. Okay? And I've been studying the Seth material for many, many, many years. So I thought this was important, so I'm going to read this to you, class. And this is class number 11. Thank you for joining the Dr.Evi Show. And we're going to proceed, and then we're going to get into the crystal connection and how I'm going to explain to you in layman terms. And with the crystal connection that we're going to be studying today is going to be about light codes and your life code. And what does all that mean? But we're talking about time. Now, within the theory of time here, now this constant creation of the physical universe is not maintained through some localized subconscious that exists somewhere between 2 ears behind the forehead. The individual subconscious is the result of a psychic pooling of resources and abilities. It is a gestalt maintained and formed by the cooperating generalized consciousness of each atom and molecule of which the physical body is composed. Each individual atom within its generalized consciousness has the capacity, which I'm not going to answer that call. Oh, I have another phone. So I am live, so we're going to disregard it. Each individual atom within its generalized consciousness has the capacity in some degree to construct its portion of energy into physical construction. It is extremely important that you understand this fact and that the individual cells, for example, lose no individuality in the process and gain immeasurably the whole physical structure of the body being the result of the cooperation of cells, which are themselves the result of the cooperation of atoms and molecules. The resulting patterns or physical body makes it possible for the cells, the atoms, the molecules to express themselves and to fulfill the abilities that would be impossible for them in another context. They share to some degree in the perspective reached through the abilities of a physically large body structure in a way that would be denied to them in other fashions. Alrighty. What does that mean? The cooperative structure within your body and your cell, within every cell, is a connect. What is that connect? Think about that. That connect, in theory, has everything to do with your thought patterns, okay? That which you desire, class, manifest that which you desire, okay? Every cell within your body is generated through your own thought patterns, that which you create and manifest. Everything within your context of what that is, time. Now we're talking about the theory of time in relation to the context of your body, because how you perceive time and the way you react to time is your construct as to the theory of what it is you do with that time. Past, present, future coexist simultaneously. Where are you in your life in this point in time? Think about that. But you know what? In theory, you think you have time. You don't. Therefore, every thought that which you have, every action and cause effect creates the reaction. And what is that reaction? Simply your concept of what time is. Time, as I say, is merely an illusion. What is that? Think about that. Okay, so this is going to connect with the light body codes that I'm going into. Okay? It goes without saying that mankind is not alone in maintaining the physical universe and giving it continuity as he projects and constructs his own physical image, as this image is a direct result of his own inner psychic climate, and as it reflects most faithfully his own inner joys and illnesses, and as this joy and illness shows itself physically in his image, so also do all living things construct their own image and help to maintain the physical properties of your universe. Not only does the physical matter that composes these images go back into the physical storehouse to be reused time and time again, but also the physical matter is broken down once again to this state in which it was before its cooperation of parts that formed a particular physical body. The cooperation is gone. Mental enzymes and of their importance would be helpful to reread and to connect within this, because every atom and molecule contains with it, this is important, condensed comprehension, inner, direct, codified comprehension of the inner universe as a whole, that these atoms and molecules are capable of such varied combinations and variations. Okay, what does that mean? Depending upon your reaction to the action of cause and effect, okay? That in itself predetermines your ability to conceptualize materialize happiness, or on the opposite set of the spectrum, illness. All illnesses are manifested through static within soul and self. Going back to time. Your time, your miracle is you. Okay, so that was just a little intro that I wanted to do before we go into our wonderful work of the divine, which is you are the miracle. Okay, and the divine grid. This is where Dr. Evi gets all excited because I love the theory and the concept of the crystal connection, and I've been studying it for many years. So this is lesson number 11, and this is the DNA light life codes. And all the pictographic components of the UEN, what's the UEN class? The Universal Energy Network, functions as the physics hieroglyphics of manifestation. Okay, I live in a small town, and you hear this siren, which I said in another class. It is the fire department alerting volunteers that they need help because this is such a small town that I live in. So that was a short one. Okay. I don't want to speak over this little siren again. Dr. Evi is like back to square one. And all the pictographic components of the UEN functions as the physics hieroglyphics of manifestation. And there goes the siren again. Okay, so usually that means somebody, it's always an elder has fallen, or there is somebody having trouble breathing. So in the meantime, let's just enjoy the laser show until the siren goes off again. Usually it only happens once and then it's on with it. I don't know why it keeps on going. All right. In all, the pictographic component of the UEN functions as the physics hieroglyphics of manifestation, firing thoughts into designated dimensional threshold and domain membrane code patterns. In conjunction with the DNA life codes, they complement the intricate dynamics of consciousness life in association with the crystallographic UEN element. The flame letters complement the stable foundational structuralization of manifestation with their interweaving high energy code factors as a fiery circuitry matrix for universal thought patterns. The universal language of light provides one of the primary mediums of intercommunication throughout creation. What does that mean? Before the sirens interrupted my train of thought. The circuitry and the light code sources of hieroglyphic thought and patterns that which are circulated throughout the universe, they are coded and they are all gathered and interconnected into one weave. Just like the lasers that I have showing on my ceiling here. Everything is interconnected and woven. Okay? Hence the light code source. All right. That was exciting. The DNA light life codes. DNA light life codes set primary weights and measures for consciousness in manifestation. This spirally lattice code complex is symmetrically counterpoised and synergetically complementary to the two other components of the UEN. The resultant triangulation collectively serves as the infinitely creative universal lattice language work. So what does that mean? The weights and measures of your consciousness. Alpha, we're going to go back to the alpha and the omega, to the beginning and to the end. The lattices of the universal energy network and the coded light sources are that collectively manifestation is set. Okay? And the beginning. What is that beginning? Where is that beginning, class? This is lesson 11. You should know that by now. It is within your thought. It is all within your thought. The theory of light code in the infractions that you see here within the crystal. It all begins with crystal gazing, which is also very important. But the coded light codes structurally begin with the theory, with the crystalline energy, okay, and crystals. I am hoping that you have resonated with a crystal. Tara and I can't wait to get the crystal, the smoky quartz that you're sending me from Colorado. I'm just so excited. I'm so elated. I love you for that. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you, Tara and Gayla. Alrighty. So the primary purpose of the light life codes is to provide a blueprinted interdimensional matrix through which the living light of consciousness is formulated. This is really important. I'm going to read that again. The primary purpose of the light life codes is to provide a blueprint interdimensional matrix through which the living light of consciousness is formulated, projected to myriad evolutionary domains, and connectively maintained within a modifiable multidimensional network. The divine language of life is the core coding for the enactment of all consciousness evolutions as it functions to form a matrix light vehicle of life through which intelligence is breathed into manifest evolutionary unfoldment. What does that mean? Back to the concept of the miracle, and the miracle in me and the miracle in you. Leonardo, we had an amazing conversation like we always do. I love the intelligent conversations that we have. And you are the one that really set this miracle word, this thought into motion. And has everything to do with why you are where you are and the reasons why everything has happened within the lattice work of your entire life. The blueprint of your life, the blueprint of that which has manifested to where you are to this point is the miracle. Embrace that miracle, because you are the miracle. I am the miracle. Breathe life into that thought. Happiness and health. Breathe light into that thought. That which you manifest, that which you desire. All right. Got somebody else joining me here. Who are you? Let's see. Love to acknowledge you. Sovereign Stone Jewelry join. Welcome to the Dr.Evi Show. Oh, let's talk about stones for a second. Oh my goodness. Dr.Evi is resonating today. Today it's all about the gold. Stones. I know. I love my stones. And of course, the crystals. Oh my God. Without these crystals, I tell you, go to Sovereign Stone Jewelry. Check out their website. Oh my goodness. Find yourself a stone that resonates with you. Maybe you'll find a crystal. Thank you for joining the Dr. Evi Show, Sovereign Stone Jewelry. Welcome. This is lesson number 11. My name is Dr. Evi, spiritual advisor remaining across the globe. And thank you for tuning in. Today's theme is the miracle. The miracle in me is in the miracle of you. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you for that, Dr. Deb. So, the DNA of the physical body is but one step down transformation of a vast network of interconnected life codes. The pattern and the content of the physical DNA originates on the level of the higher self, which serves to transcribe the eternal blueprint thoughts of archetype humanity into a multidimensional consciousness network through the medium of the life coding. At each harmonic matrix level of this network is a DNA template that functions as a wave guide through which the life codes are transduced and maintained from dimension to dimension. Therefore, the domain-specific codes of life abide at every level of the UEN, the Universal Energy Network class. The DNA templates are woven precisely, triangulated relationships between the pictograph flame letters, numerological matrix indexes, and mathematically coded color sound indexes within the boundless creative possibilities that such intercombined spectrums afford. Living multidimensional DNA templates form the building block alphabet of life for the thought patterns of universal intelligence. What does that mean? Last class, we did a pictographic flame. The holographic and the pictographic flame of the alphabet. Okay, we're going to go back a couple of steps here. The pictographic flame of the alphabet has been seen through thousands of years, through the Hebrew, through the Egyptian hieroglyphic languages, that which we have not lost the word. Why? Because we have cellular memory from civilizations and from our ancestors. Our DNA goes back, and within your present self, that is you, that is me, within our DNA is the cellular memory of our ancestors. What do? We simply have to learn to tap into that. Dr. Evi is going to show you how to do that. Dr. Evi is writing a book. I went all the way back to 1440, and I'm studying my ancestry. I'm also writing a book, Validate Your Dream State, Validate Yourself, which Leonardo's going to help me. You're going to help me edit it. He's going to help me with the graphics. It's coming out in 2021. I thank you for that, Leo. I love you, darling. It's going to be great, and it's going to be a culmination of about 10 years of study, 7 years of also studying my ancestry, which is I found very fascinating. And I traced back, and I did find my great-great-grandfather, which was he was an ambassador to France, which is amazing. So I'm going to reiterate on that in future classes. But on that note, the crystal holographic cornerstone of the UEN, interfaces with the light life codes in perfect complementary clarity, like a key fitting into a lock. These two languages of light are intricately interwoven. The crystallographic component functions as a lattice work of high stability and receptive codability in which DNA may imprint its template functions. In addition, the DNA templates are provided with an interdimensional grid work through which projection, transduction, and modifiability continuity is possible with exceptional stable exactitude. In this way, the genetic crystal interaction carries out the most enduring and centrally caused aspects of the consciousness crystal holographic relationships, far beyond humankind's evolutionary need to utilize crystals and crystal-based light technologies. The genetic crystal holographic connection will abide as the keynotes of consciousness coded into creation. What does that mean? Within the context of the crystal connection, the components and the basis and the foundation of the crystal holographic energies that which you generate from the energies that crystals, because crystals are energy conductors. Crystals are also used in technology. They're used in computers. They're used in that iPhone that's actually recording me right now. So that energy that is within the spectrum of this highly centered God, earthly creation, because this is a creation of Mother Earth. We are all interconnected, not only through consciousness and our thought patterns, but interwoven within the holographic images that which you transcend into your thought and you manifest. Manifest that which you desire. On that note, we are going to stop this little class, and I want to thank everybody for joining the Dr. Evi Show. I'm hoping you are enjoying the lasers. In about a week is Thanksgiving. And I'm curious, do they celebrate Thanksgiving all over the world? I was thinking about that, Leonardo. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Milan? And I was thinking, wait a minute. That's a question that we celebrate Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims. I live in the part of New York where there's a lot of history, and I live in a town that's very old, and there's a lot of energy, and so there is an Indian reservation close to where I live, where I get all my incense. And so the history of the Indians that have taught the Pilgrims and from the colonies, and how we all gave each other lessons. Let's be grateful. I am grateful for you, and I'm thankful. The light in me is the light in you. Thank you for that, Dr. Deb. And all of you, I wish you a safe Thanksgiving. I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with Bane. I've gotten invitations, but amidst this COVID, I'm not going to be traveling. The kids want to be with me, whatnot, but amidst of all this, we are now what they're calling a red zone, and so they're mandating masks. Did you know California has a curfew? Kimmy, between 10 and 5 o'clock in the morning, there is a curfew, girls. I'm not understanding that, but that's what Newsom has has said needs to be done for this COVID. Girls, wear your masks. I love you all. I love you, Leonardo. I'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in to the Dr. Evi Show. And I'll be doing a show probably next week. And I'm going to try to figure out how to get out of this because it's been a while since I did a show. So let's see how I do this. I hope you're enjoying the lasers. And let's see, I'm going to try to tap out. Okay, let's see here. All right. It's been a while since I have been on here, so I'm going to try to tap out of here. Okay. Are you sure you want to end the video? Yes, I want to end the video. Thank you.